Today I am here with Brooke Griffin and Riley Folsom, and today we are going to be talking about the Manson family. Lots of you guys probably know what that is, but they're going to get into a deep dive of who they actually are. So would you guys like to start us out?
So starting off with like his childhood, Charles Manson was born in 1934 to a teen mother. His mom was 16 years old when she had him.
No teen pregnancy.
And so she like struggled with alcoholism and like she would do like petty crimes, so she would have like little stints in like jail and all that.
I feel like any cult we've reviewed always has a
horrible parent relationship.
Childhood.
Yeah. That's one of like the most common traits in all of them that we see is like they have an abusive childhood or like their parents are absent or just like there's lots of issues and there's always like early signs, which there was with Manson because so when he was about 7, his mom was doing a stint in prison and he went to live with an aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
And he moved back in with his mom when he was 7. Because she got out of prison, he moved back with her. And around when he was like 9, after living with her for 2 years, he set fire to his school. So she ended up sending him to a boy, like, hold on. Gabalt School for Boys. I couldn't remember the name of it. Which was very much known for like harsh punishments. Like,
so it's just
extremely strict.
It's just adding on to a soon explosive, like episode basically.
It like his mental state like got very like much worse while he was at the school, and a psychologist that actually evaluated him during his time at the school said that he was aggressively antisocial and had a persecution complex, I think it was. Which very much tracks for Manson.
Doesn't that basically mean that you think you're a victim? Or something like that?
Kind of.
I looked that up.
I'm pretty sure it means, like, you only see, like, other, like, wrong in other people. Or, like,
you think everybody's trying to do you wrong or
something? I think so. I could be very wrong about that.
We'll put the definition
at the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah. So he was there for a bit, and then I think when he was like 17, he left the school, which started a very long period of committing crimes, going to jail, or into like his early 30s. And
so basically like a delinquent teen that never stopped being a delinquent, basically.
Pretty much. There was this one time after he escaped from one of like the minimum security places he was staying at, he escaped from it, and then he got caught driving a stolen car over state lines. And I think he was like 17 when he did that. So that was just like
illegal, by the way.
Illegal, don't do that. But no, it was just a very long stint of just like crime after crime into like his early 30s, which is when we see like him. I think he was released like for like the one of the final times until he like got put in like federal prison.
And let's talk about the fact that when he was released, he actually did not want to go.
Yeah, but sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry, no. Which you see a lot with like people who spend so much time in and out of jails or prisons because like they're so used to it that when they get out into the real world, they like
it makes it hard, and sometimes like they can't be released back.
Yeah.
I think that's what they should have done. They should have kept him in
the facilities. They should have kept him, absolutely.
I do not think they should have released him. He was definitely not mentally stable. As we can clearly see,
that's sadly what happens to a big percentage of
inmates.
People.
Yeah. They like just can't readjust to normal life once they're out after they spend so much time.
So I know. So there. Okay, hold on. I did check out one of his songs. Didn't he try to be famous?
Okay, so there's a big background to all of that. So after he got released, so there was like a new era coming around. Like there was the hippie era where
this was like
he was released in like the 60s.
Yeah, of course. Like,
and that's when the big boom of hippies.
Yeah, like it like spiked. So He moved to this one neighborhood,
It was
Hi-
Hyatt, I think.
Hyatt?
Hyatt in San Francisco.
Hyatt Ashbury
Yeah.
in San Francisco, and it was like a super hippie like neighborhood,
It was
and-
like the epicenter of
Yeah.
like the hippie movement.
and that's where he got introduced to like drugs, just
LSD, all the
LSD,
things.
just like crazy hippie stuff, and that's also where he got introduced.
Don't mess around with LSD, guys.
No drugs, kids. Do
Mm-mm,
not do
it's not.
drugs. No, ma'am. Anyway, so, basically, he got into music too, while being, I guess, like, he got introduced to music. He started his music career, and so he started like, he met I think, like, became friends with the drummer of Beach Boys.
Yes.
Mhm,
mhm.
Oh my
After-
God, Dennis Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after they
him.
moved to LA, because I think he had like kind of like a small group at this
Yeah,
point, like in
he-
San Francisco.
He like gathered a bunch of people and he was like, "Hey guys, let's move
Let's
out.
move to LA.
Let's move to LA, guys. Let's
Like I want to
get-
pursue my music career.
yeah, like you guys could be like my backup or something." And then that's when he met Dennis Wilson.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure it was some of the girls from the group that actually met Dennis and then like introduced them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, yeah. But so I was thinking about it, and so the Beach Boys kind of like collabed with Manson.
Yeah,
Yes.
a little
and
bit.
made this song called "Cease to Exist."
So, sorry if I'm interrupting you. You can
No.
tell me to shut up anytime you want.
You're good.
So that was the name Manson gave it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were about to say this, so I'll let you continue. But the Beach Boys actually renamed it to something different.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to tell them?
So actually, the song was renamed "Never Learn Not to Love,"
Mm-hmm.
but the thing about the song though is that it didn't go really well, and not a lot of the public really liked
Yeah,
it.
they
Yeah,
didn't really like it. Also, it's really weird. Like if y'all
We-
listen to it, it's a really weird
We
song.
listened to it. Oh my goodness.
The lyrics are very questionable, and it very much, in my
hints-
opinion,
it hints at the future.
yeah,
basically.
it
I mean,
hints at the
it's
future. It hints at
Manson.
Manson's mental state.
But it's crazy how the Beach Boys would just collab. with
Well, then again, like they thought, oh, this man is trustable. Like, oh my God, he's cool. He's all this. He's
Yeah.
hip.
And also,
Like-
like a lot of people said that like he really like immersed himself in like the culture of the 60s. Like he was doing like all the things. He was dressing the right ways. He was picking up their lingo. He was doing the drugs with them.
So they thought he was just
So like
this
he
cool
thought that they were
swag
like
person.
like one of the
Also-
people in the hippie movement.
Also, he had people usually said that he had this aura that like what most cult leaders have, by the way.
That's why he did so well as a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they just like they draw you in.
They can
and they make
easily
you listen.
manipulate anyone, and it's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Manson did not take it very well that the public didn't like
No,
that
he
song.
He
did
chose violence.
He chose extreme
lots
violence.
of violence.
Yes.
Oh my God, what was I gonna say? Oh my God.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
So give me a little bit more about the cult in general. Like, of course, after all this, he was like, okay, well, if you guys don't like me, everybody, like, I'm going against the world.
Yeah.
So can y'all tell me?
Oh, sorry.
You're
Before
fine.
we get into that, one thing I forgot to mention is that the group actually started living in the mansion with, I can't remember if it was the producer, like Terry Melcher, I think, or it was either him or the drummer that they met. They were living in their mansion or something for a little bit.
Because I do know that, like, since he had all these connections with famous and, like, influential people, he, like, would get help from, like,
Yeah.
different celebrities and all this. He knew, Sharon Tate.
I don't think that he knew her.
I thought he did.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, maybe I'm just stupid. Guys, don't listen to that. Okay.
I could be wrong about that though.
We both
but-
could be wrong, actually.
Yeah.
Even though we did our research. Anyway, sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
Continue.
But no, and then so getting into like the actual cult first, obviously I want to introduce like the people of the cult. Hold on. So one of the first people to join the cult was Mary. She was 23 years old when she met Manson.
How old was Manson?
Ooh, I don't know. I want to say he was in like probably his 30s by this point. But no, she was a librarian, and he ended up like convincing her to like let him move into like her apartment. No. And then so like eventually he convinced her to quit her job as a librarian and like hit the road with him. So they hit the road together. So she was like, I think like the first person to join the cult. And then there was also oh, and Mary would also become like later in the cult like the mother of the group. And also one thing that I found out, she and Manson had a son together. Yeah. I think they named him Valentine Michael. Very interesting name.
Interesting name.
I wonder what they did with the child like after.
I'm not entirely sure.
That poor child.
Because I know that both of them were like arrested and put in jail. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure about Mary's.
I wonder if she like gave birth to him in jail and like if he grew up in.
I think it was before the murders that they committed. I can't remember if she got out of the cult before the murders were committed or like if she was still part of it.
Yeah.
I need to look back into
We'll
that.
look into that.
And then there was also there was Tex. I don't know his last name, but he would become like kind of like Manson's like right-hand man, sort of, and he would become like a very large player in the murders that they would commit. He was kind of like the enforcer of the group. He like made sure everyone stayed in line.
So like the general in a war, basically.
Pretty
like,
much.
Keeping everybody in check. You better listen to the leader.
Yeah, and then he like literally like was the leader in like the murders that they would commit later on, and he would be like telling them what to do and like all that.
That's lovely. That's absolutely commendable.
And then there was also Bobby, I'm gonna butcher this last name, Bobby Busal. Bussolini. No, it's not Bussolini. It's like Bussalil. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. But he had been in a couple of like rock bands before he met Manson, so they kind of like bonded over music, and he like really he was really loyal to Manson. Like he even like defended him like throughout the trials and stuff, and he was like,
why would anybody?
I'm pretty sure he's the one that said the quote of like, I'm at war with everyone in this courtroom. And, like, it's not personal.
They were at war with everybody. Like,
yeah.
It's not going to change anything.
But, no, he was extremely devoted to Manson. Which, honestly, all of them were, especially the girls. And that's another one I would talk about.
Also, let's not forget everyone is basically on LSD.
Yeah.
They're all on LSD the whole
All
time.
on LSD, all preaching, all...
That's actually kind of one of the ways that Manson would, like, get them, like, into the cult and get them so obedient. And he would, like, use the drugs to, like, kind of break them down a little bit.
Didn't one of the, not the survivors, but, like, one of the girls, like, come out and say that he would give them LSD and then preach the past, present, and future of
my God. I
humanity?
can't remember her name. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
It was, like, Diana.
Also,
Diana Lake, yeah. She said that he would go on like long night lectures and like
about the past, present, future of humanity.
And
would
feed them LSD
to
like keep them obedient and
like he would put it in their mouths type of thing.
Maybe
that actually was.
It was.
It's like he would literally put them like they will like go on their legs and like look up and then he'd put the LSD in their mouth. It was so weird.
That kind of reminds me of the thing. I don't know what kind of church it is, but they have like it's not a pastor, but I want to say pastor. But they put like the thing on their tongue.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that.
That's
but, like,
literally
worse.
What it's in common with is like, you know how in churches they say they're feeding you like the god or something by
The, like,
using
the skin
bread.
of God
The bread.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's kind of like him using LSD,
Yeah.
which is super weird. Also,
That's very
let's
weird.
not forget about that. He was like really controlling it. Like he wanted to take so much control.
Yeah.
And he literally even said this like one quote. It was like, I don't take control. I own control. Like I don't.
He was just a really messed up.
Really weird propaganda. Like
Yeah.
Like he had some sort of dominance control over people. Like
yeah, I don't.
And then there was another member, Patricia. It's Kowinski or some.
they have really hard names to say.
Yeah, hard names, hard last names. But she, like, before she met Manson, she was like very. A lot of people described her as like kind and gentle and like quiet.
That's how it always starts out.
Yeah, and she was like very much a church going girl. And then she met Manson, and like.
And crap just hit the fan.
Yeah, for her, it just like it went all downhill. She had just like a horrible transformation into like one of just his like most obedient, like, I don't want to say minions, but I'm gonna say minions.
Also,
well, that's what they were.
Around the like 60s, like there was like all of the cults basically were just like involved with religion, period, and like religion psychosis.
Yeah.
Like
Because
literally it's
if you're
just
thinking
involved.
about it, this was getting out of the time where like housewives were a thing, and oh, if you weren't religious, you're going to.
Well, that's like what the whole point of the 60s was getting away from that, was like rebelling from that.
But that's how they used the control over people, because they're like, oh, God will take you in, God will do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't fret away from all that. Come closer. Come here. And he's like, okay, well, here's some LSD. Take that, and then go do a bunch of crimes.
Yeah, because this is when people were like rebelling from like traditional churches and like the traditional life, and this is also like very like kind of anti-government, I think.
Yeah, I think anything that was different felt good.
Yeah. And which is like why there were so many cults in the 60s, is because like it was so easy to manipulate these younger people who were leaving their homes trying to get away from it.
Because that's basically what hippie was. It was rebelling against the government and rebelling against your parents. Half of those hippies were rich kids that grew up in really big houses. Mm-hmm. It was just a whole way of rebelling. And I guess that's why people joined the cults.
Yeah.
But then again, also there was manipulation and drugs.
And also,
all this stuff.
most of them, like, by the time that they were on, like, the roads, like, they had no contact with their families either. Because we have to remember,
no phones,
and
computers.
internet wasn't
even thought of.
No, like, when you were gone, you were, like, pretty much completely cut off from your family.
That's why there was a bunch of missing people reports from the 60s. Because how were you going to find them?
Yeah.
Like,
it was so easy just to get lost or just to like disappear. He took full he knew this and he took full advantage of that. That's why, and like also most of the time it was much younger people, like people who were like late teens, early 20s.
And you have to think that he probably was like, because they're young girls, they're gonna be like, oh, this older man.
He also was into minors.
Yeah, well, and he was like presenting himself to them as like this like messiah.
Yeah,
and like this like.
Weird.
And was like, I'm here to save you. Like, you follow me, and I'll give you anything you want. And they're young girls. They're gonna be like, oh, he's perfect. He's dreamy. He's this perfect guy. He was in fact not dreamy. He was ugly.
Standards were different back then.
Yeah, but still, I was like, half of those girls were pretty girls. And then you see the after photos, and you're like, holy heck, like.
Well, that's what drugs does to you kids. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Oh, okay, anyways. Sorry.
I don't even remember what part we were at.
I think we were on the members.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Some of the names are really sad, though. They got, like, backgrounds to their names, or nicknames.
Oh, I don't think I looked into their nicknames. Did you?
Well, not really nicknames, but, you know,
because
Squeaky.
I was going to say, I did see
that's
one
really
called
sad.
Squeaky. I did not find out the, like...
Oh, I know the background.
Who's Squeaky?
What? Okay, Squeaky, I don't know her. I don't remember her actual name. But she was one of the members, and she was, like, extremely deeply devoted. I think it was, like, it might have been 1967 or 1968.
So basically, right when the cult was getting like.
Yeah, she attempted to assassinate President Gerald Ford.
I read about this.
Yes.
I didn't know that was Squeaky.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad. I don't know her actual name, but
crazy.
Squeaky was her nickname. How did she get that nickname?
Okay, so actually very sad background, but so the cult moved into this like old farm place area, and the way they got to live there was by sexual contact. So they named her Squeaky because squeaking.
Yeah.
No.
So basically, they prostituted her.
So basically, yeah, and manipulated her.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
How
that.
old was she?
Like I don't really know that.
I honestly, I want to say she was probably in her teens or early 20s, like
yeah,
the other
she was
ones.
like all young. Yeah, no, but like the farmer guy literally used her.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I do know that she. The one thing that I do know about her is she was one of the ones that did not partake in the later murders that they would commit.
Yeah.
But I did not know that about her.
But I did know that she was the one who tried to assassinate one of the presidents. I did read her name, but I can't remember it because I didn't know that was Squeaky because it didn't refer to her as Squeaky. I'm pretty sure it just said her name,
Yeah.
which I thought I wrote about it.
You probably did. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
But she was one of the members. There was also Susan Atkins. She's crazy. She's extremely devoted.
I feel like they were all just.
They were.
Some more than others.
Some more than others for sure.
Also, some of them came to the cult for the drugs.
Yeah, you know what? That is.
I'm
true.
pretty sure that was the case with hold on, I have her name written down. Leslie Von Houten. She was 19 years old. And she genuinely joined the cult because she was so drawn to the hippie lifestyle and the LSD trips that like Manson basically advertised.
This is giving like another version of MK Ultra.
Pretty much.
Just not.
I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay, so when Manson first like got out of jail, he actually, when he moved to Hyatt, San Francisco, he was in like I want to call it a halfway house, kind of a little bit, but it was more of like a transitional clinic kind of, and they were one of like a group that was researchers running tests on like LSD on the youth.
Oh my God. So basically, like another version of the MK Ultra.
Yeah, I think it was an extension of MK Ultra.
Because that went on. That started in what, the 50s and kept going until the 70s.
I believe so.
Until the Watergate. Yeah.
That MK Ultra, I could talk about that for hours.
Oh yeah,
that's insane.
That's crazy. Okay, back
but
to
I forgot to mention that earlier.
So continue about Susan Atkins and what was her other name?
Leslie Von Houten.
Yes, continue about that. Sorry, we keep getting off track.
No, we're fine. But no, Susan Atkins was another one of the ones that was extremely devoted to man. Basically, he had like a group of like just main girls. The main girls, in my opinion,
they were easier to control than men.
And they were like so just like, I will die for this man.
I'm gonna do this
like,
for this man. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, it was Patricia, Susan, and I think oh my God, I can't remember her name now, but it's I want to say Linda. She actually was kind of one of the ones that like realized, oh, this is not good, and ended up testifying against them, and that like kind of got her immunity in the trials after the murders.
Yeah.
So she did end up kind of like turning against him, but like when she was part of it,
like we said, most of these people just wanted to rebel. They didn't think that they were actually gonna end up doing the things that they did to the extent that they did. And that's what makes it so sad. Yeah.
And like everything that they did was genuinely under the order of man. Like he made them think that they were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because
he didn't do any of the murdering.
No.
I'm pretty sure he did. We'll get to that later.
The very first murders, he wasn't even there. He sent, it was Tex, Susan, Patricia, and Linda. It was the four of them. When
we get to the Tate LaBianca murder, he did do one of those. And I think it was Lino. Nina Bianca, I'm pretty sure. Is that how you say that?
I think so.
We'll get to that later.
But, and then, okay, into, like, how he kind of convinced them that they were doing the right thing. Manson was really into the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
He was really, really into the Beatles. He genuinely thought that, like he would listen to their songs, and he thought that, like, some of their songs had, like, hidden messages.
That LSD's tripping, bro.
Literally. He thought that, like, some of their songs had hidden messages specifically for him.
That LSD.
That LSD
literally
going
reminds
crazy.
me of Apple White.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
Anyway.
Anyways, I lost track of what I was gonna say. Oh, no, and then one of the songs, Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter.
I think he derived that name from one of the Beatles songs.
Yes.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it's the name of
called,
the song.
No,
but
he derived it.
He derived it from the song. And then, so that, he kind of created this idea, like, Helter Skelter was basically that there was going to be a race war, and then him and his group were going to come out on top of this race war and become the leaders of the world.
They thought that they were going to hide underground, wait till everybody fought it out.
Do you know where they thought that they were going to hide underground?
Where?
They thought that there was a city underneath Death Valley in California.
And they
Death
actually went
Valley.
searching for it. They
went searching for it at some point. They thought that there was a city under Death Valley, the hottest place in, like, maybe just America. I don't know. I don't want to say in the world because that's probably wrong. But it's like,
don't make me mad. Don't make me mad.
So hot. Like, I don't know where they got that from.
The fact that they legitimately thought that a bunch of these people were gonna have a race war, and then they were gonna hide underground in Death Valley. Don't make me mad about that. And then they were gonna come out top. They're gonna come back out and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we won this."
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. And then so obviously, like, 60s racial tensions were very high.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure wasn't this the civil rights movement going on?
Yes, there was a civil rights movement.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968, which to Manson just proved his theory right.
Oh, Manson was heavily racist.
He was a white supremacist.
He's a white man in the 60s.
Yeah, he was a huge white supremacist. And so with Martin Luther King's assassination, he thought that he was being proven right about his Helter Skelter theory.
Yeah.
And they assumed that, like, when all of it was done, they were gonna come out of the ground.
He was gonna be king.
And people were going to choose him to be the leader of the world.
Man, people don't even know you besides your group. Come on now.
Literally.
Don't make us mad.
And they probably didn't even know the group at this point.
Like, because they didn't really start getting popular until
after the murders.
Yeah. Like, nobody knew that this was happening.
No.
And that's how cults get away with this stuff.
I was going to say, that's how so many cults got away with this in the 60s, is no one knew about them until after everything that they did.
Because if you think about it, the only time people heard of news was through the newspaper.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
And obviously, like, radios and, like,
all that.
I think maybe most people had televisions in their home by this point.
Television started.
I'm fairly I could sound really stupid right now.
Don't hate on us.
It could be like no, they didn't, or it could be like obviously they did. Guys, I swear I did pay attention to my U.S. history class. I promise.
Like this was when the black and white TV came out.
Yeah.
Guys,
we could sound so dumb right now.
We're smart.
But no, like, definitely everyone had radios by this point, which is how most people got their news if they didn't have televisions, which I'm sure that, like, there were still, like, some homes in, like, poorer cities that didn't have televisions at this point, but I'm fairly certain most did by this point.
And then again, the newspaper was thrown on their doorstep every single morning.
Yep.
So, like, of course, they're going to hear about that. But it's just, like, it's not... They could do so much stuff in silence that it's low-key kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean? You're tripping on LSD, thinking that you're going to rule the world after everybody kills each other.
Literally.
Like...
And then also the way that he, like, mentally prepared them for the murders is insane. Because obviously they were committing, like, crimes and, like, theft and arson and whatnot. So basically he would run these, like, drills, kind of, where at night, the group would break into people's homes, like practice breaking into people's homes, and just like kind of like getting in there and getting out.
Oh,
Yeah,
and they used to like move their furniture around and like
Yes.
mentally like freak them up.
Yeah, that is terrifying, by the way.
Yeah, imagine waking up.
Yeah.
Waking up and seeing your whole house rearranged.
Your chair
Or
in the
just like
kitchen.
your couch is just like a foot to the left.
Or like she said, your chair is somehow in the kitchen and you're like, how did that get there?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, imagine them doing it to the same people every single night.
And they also do that so like they can test these people out to see if they're like
Yeah, to see if they would be willing to go through with it.
Yeah.
And then so by the time that they got to the murders, they were so desensitized into breaking into someone's home and just like being there while people are in their home sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
that part wasn't like a problem whatsoever. They were so used to that.
Yeah.
Because they did it so many times.
It's just crazy to me. Like, I'm sorry. It's still okay. It does low key make me laugh that they would break into people. Not breaking into people's home. That is not a funny situation. But it's the fact that they would move the furniture around.
Like, what?
That must be
what made them
so-
think of that?
Like, oh, we're not gonna steal anything. We're just gonna rearrange their furniture.
Like, that's a prank that I would play on my brother. It's like I would move his stuff. I'm pretty sure I did that one time, actually. I moved a bunch of his stuff, like, an inch to the left or something, and I just,
Yeah.
like, slowly, like, that's just, like a silly little prank you do on your friend.
But doing it to mess with someone's head,
Also, like, people you don't know.
right? Like, matter of fact, get out of my house.
Yeah.
Like, that is just so, like, it gives me
And
a
it's,
chill.
yeah, it, like,
I don't know, man. Manson thought he had control over everybody and every living
Mind
thing.
you,
I mean,
Man-
like, the people in the group, he really did genuinely have control over them.
I mean, he did.
It was
he
like,
did.
The amount of control he had over these people was insane.
Mind you, Manson's chilling at home, tripping on LSD.
He's probably chilling at
Yeah.
home, tripping on LSD and some spaghetti.
like, he's like, okay, girls, you three go out and
Run a drill.
Run a drill, guys. Go out there
Hey,
and
run a
rearrange
drill
furniture.
while I watch my black and white TV channel.
Yeah.
Alright?
Okay, I'm sorry to say this. I don't think they gave money to him. Like, so I think they were low-key poor.
Yeah.
And because, first of all, his music career, he failed. He failed that. I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking to any famous person at this time.
Mm-mm.
He still had connections, but I don't think he was talking to anybody.
And I'm pretty sure, like, whatever money they did have, it was, like...
LSD.
Or, like, yeah, LSD, maybe, like, shelter.
Maybe food.
Also, like, I'm fairly certain he had control over... Like, they gave his money to him,
Yeah,
and then he had control over where it went.
When they were traveling, like, around, he would not let them wear eyeglasses, nor would he let them carry money. I don't know why the eyeglasses.
I was gonna say, why the eyeglasses?
He just doesn't like eyeglasses.
Like, just, like, to see, or, like, sunglasses?
Like, I think both sunglasses and, like, eyeglasses. Like,
Oh, that's definitely just, like, one of those things, it's like, I have this much control over you.
Yeah,
I can
he-
control
yes,
this.
no,
he
it's probably
did it
that.
to,
It's
like,
definitely
state
that.
his control over
Yeah.
them. And he would not let them carry money. He had to be the one carrying the money.
He's like a dad with like all these kids, bro.
Like, he's
Like-
low-key like a dad on a vacation trip.
Yeah.
But, like, more...
but
just,
definitely
like,
not
evil.
a dad.
Evil.
Yeah, no, evil, just evil.
So, let's get into actual business. Let's get into the murders.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me move my paper.
So, I know he did the really famous La Bianca murder.
Yes.
But before we get into that, because that's going to take up most of our time, what can we talk about? Like, you don't have to, like, explain in detail, like, the small murders that he did. Good. I think I wrote down two. Wait, can I look at that paper?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Why did y'all say that at the same time?
I don't know.
We don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god,
I don't think we did.
I did.
Apparently not. Apparently we suck at this.
Oh, here it is. Right here. And then it ended.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
I knew it.
Gary Hinman was a musician, and he actually lived with one of the cult. It was Bobby. and with the one that I can't pronounce the last name.
Yeah.
They like lived together, and then so let me see if I can find it again. Sorry. But yeah, so I think it was just Bobby that murdered him. We didn't look into that one that much.
Yeah, we were only worried about the main murder.
Sorry guys.
Sorry.
But because I'm pretty sure that's why Bobby wasn't included in the main murders, was because he was in jail at the time.
Yeah.
For murdering Gary Hinman.
Yeah. Which explains so much, actually. Mind you.
And then, so with the main murder as well, I'm pretty sure, because obviously we'll get into it when we talk about the main murder, but they used one of the victims' blood to write pig on the front door.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that they used that as, I could be so wrong about this, as a way to kind of like pin it on someone else or like a different group or something.
Oh, they put a paw. A panther's paw in the blood.
Yes.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it was a panther's paw. It was literally a panther's paw. I like read about it.
Because that was also like the rise of the Black Panther group.
Yes.
And so they were trying to pin it on them because I think there was some kind of connection.
We got cult competition now.
Okay, no, Black Panthers wasn't a cult.
No.
They were part of the civil rights movement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I did not.
I
did not even know.
I don't know a lot about their history though, so I'm not going to talk a lot about that. But I'm pretty sure they were trying to somehow pin those murders on them to like amplify the race war.
They were just trying to get it started. They want to be like, I want to rule.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically like the whole point of that's what the point of the main murder was to get the ball rolling a bit more on Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So let's just go. You know what? Let's just go ahead and talk about the main murder.
Okay.
The Tate LaBianca, because we keep mentioning it, so we might as well just talk about it.
Okay, so basically, he, under the orders of Manson, Tex, Patricia, Susan, and Linda.
Yeah.
All
the main four we literally just talked about.
The main four, went out to the
Tate LaBianca.
Her estate, and shit. Is it Sharon or Shannon?
I think it's.
Oh my god, we suck at this.
I think it's Sharon.
It's Sharon. I'm gonna feel so bad if that's wrong. But no, Sharon Tate. She was an actor.
Mm-hmm.
She had, I think it was 3 guests over.
I can't remember their names. I, in fact, did not write them down.
I know I did. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, it's up here. Okay, so she had Jay Sebring, Abigail, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, and Frigoski. That's his last name. I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
I'm glad you wrote those names down.
Yeah. And then also another person was there, William Garrettson, who was the caretaker of the estate, was also there that night.
Mind you, Lino, I'm pretty sure his name was, Lino and... Oh my god, what was the other girl's name? Rosemary LaBianca were not there at the time, I'm pretty sure. They came home later that night.
Mm-hmm. So, now that we have that all figured out, so basically the night of the murder, those 4 go to the estate with the plan. So they get to the, I think they drove, parked like a little bit down the hill, and then Tex actually cut the phone line so that they couldn't call anyone for help. And then they walked up the hill to the estate. But while they were walking up the hill, they saw a car coming down it, which they had not planned for. They were not expecting another person to be there. And the person in that car was 18-year-old Stephen Parent, I think his name is his name. And he had just got done visiting the caretaker of the estate, William Garrettson. And so Tex jumps in front of the car to stop him. And Steven was begging for them, don't hurt, not to hurt him. And Tex shot him 4 times, point blank, unfortunately killing him.
He was 18.
He was 18. He had no chance to defend himself. And then he ordered...
Run him over.
He's already dead now.
Well, he
could have. But then again, it's a fight or flight.
Yeah.
And, of course...
I probably wouldn't have thought to run him over
I probably wouldn't have either. I would have stopped.
But after that, he ordered Susan and Patricia to move the car back up the hill a little bit to get it out of view of people driving by, and then he appointed hold on, let me make sure I have her name. Yeah, Linda. He appointed Linda as lookout basically. So she stayed down there while they went up to the estate to commit the murders. So Tex then cut open the screen on one of the windows to let himself into the house. And then he moved through the house to let the 2 girls in from the front door.
So he's just walking casually around, you know?
And that's what I was talking about earlier, is why they would run those drills, so that when they did finally do this last act, it was...
So oh, we're broken into this house, but you know what? It's okay.
We've done it before.
We're doing it again.
It's just adding that one little extra step of the murder, which they thought they were doing for a good reason.
Manson had a hold on them, so
yeah,
they probably did think it was a good reason, which is the sad part.
But so obviously everyone in the house, I believe at this point, was asleep. I don't think anyone was awake. But so they kind of, I'm trying to remember how this kind of went. I just know that at some point they rounded everyone up into the living room. And obviously Sharon Tate was 8 months pregnant at this point, and they were being extremely aggressive with her. So Jay was protesting, being hey, be careful with her, leave her alone. He was protesting, and then Tex got out some of the rope that he had brought and tied it around the 2 of their necks and slung it over the ceiling beam, and just kind of I think left it there.
What is up with Tex, bro?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It's Tex became the leader of it. He became the main murderer.
Because like I also said, Manson didn't come there until later, because this was one of the only murders he participated in for some reason.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, you're fine. And then at some point, Susan took Abigail back to Abigail's room where she was staying, because Abigail was trying to give them money out of her purse. So she went to go get her purse to give them money to because
they're rich.
Yeah, and they were trying to they thought okay, maybe they just want money. So she takes her back there and gives them I think it was $70,
which was a lot.
Yeah. And then at some point, Abigail was left unattended. So she took that opportunity to book it out of the house. But I think it was Susan that ended up pursuing her. It was either Susan or Patricia. Ended up pursuing her, and they ran through the lawn and ended up tackling Abigail and stabbing her, I think it was 16 times. Obviously killing her. Yeah. And then Fragosky, he had been stabbed in the leg, and then he tried to run out the front door, and Tex chased him.
That's terrifying. I don't know what Tex looks like, but just the
sound
of him.
I would be terrified of Tex, bro.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him. He's scary. He's really scary. We'll put pictures of him up on the thing, but he's scary looking.
Imagine that. I don't even know what he looks like, but imagine him chasing.
Oh my god! And then right before he did this, he had woken Fragosky up by kicking him in the head. Yeah, rude. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then and he looks down at Fragosky, and this isn't an exact quote, but he said something along the lines of something about him being the devil and him doing the devil's bidding. Something about I'll see if I can find the actual quote, and I'll see if we can put it at the bottom. It's like it was like straight out of a horror movie. It was freaky. I wish I could remember exactly what he said.
This is not in any way, shape, or form trying to deny the feelings of what they went through, but this sounds like the horror movie The Strangers, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. And a bunch of people came in the house and kidnapped.
Yeah, like you're just like
holding them hostage.
A bunch of friends at a big house,
having
probably a little bit secluded, at a sleepover, and a group of people show up
and just start killing
everyone and chasing people, and like that.
It's terrifying. And the fact that this actually happened in real life.
Like, if I were to just, like, read this and, like, names were changed, I would genuinely think I was, like, reading the script for a horror movie.
Exactly. Like, you would have never guessed.
No.
And that's the terrifying thing about it.
Mm-hmm. But he ends up chasing Vergoski through the lawn, and then I know he stabbed him, I think it was 51 times. Yeah, and I think he may have shot him once as well.
Like that was gonna do anything. He's already dead.
He was dead by the 10th stab, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you'd be surprised.
No.
Adrenaline
because it definitely, like, depends where you're stabbed.
Yeah, because you could be stabbed 16 times and they could completely miss your vital organs.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And like, you live if you don't bleed out.
And then if you don't bleed out, your adrenaline's going to be kicking into overdrive, keeping you alive.
Yeah.
So you might have a fighting chance. I mean, you might die later in the hospital.
He didn't have a chance, apparently.
Oh, no. 51 times all over the body. That's hitting every organ, actually. So, yeah.
And, like, I just want to point out the fact that, like, it's not easy to stab someone. Like, whatsoever. Like, they make it look so easy in movies.
There's a lot of...
You have to have a lot of force.
The bones, the cartilage,
muscle,
muscle,
everything.
You're stabbing through layers of skin.
Yeah. And so it's
51
like,
times.
To do that many times, like...
It's heartless.
Yeah.
And to think... I'm sorry. We're getting off track.
Anyways.
I was about to say, like, guys, anatomy class?
No.
Anatomy?
Saying it wrong.
But, okay. Back in the house with, Tate and Jay. So, obviously, Jay was, like, protesting, like, hey, leave her alone.
Because isn't Jay and Sharon, the one that's about to be hung from the beam?
Yeah, basically. So Tex was like, having none of it. So he ends up, I think he shot him either once or twice, and then also stabbed him multiple times, which killed Jay, obviously. And then so
I heard this. No, never mind. Guys, forget about that. That's Lino. I keep thinking of Lino.
Okay.
Sorry.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll just let you run with it.
So we probably know.
So obviously, Sharon, I don't know why I keep saying Shannon, is the sole survivor at this point. She's like the only person that is left alive, and she is begging for them to spare her.
Well, yeah, she's 8 months pregnant.
And she literally, at some point, she even offered herself up as a hostage. Is like, just like, let me and my baby live for, like, me to give birth to like, you can take me as a hostage. Like, just let us live. And I'm like, that breaks my heart.
Like, all she wanted was her baby to stay alive.
All she wanted was for her baby to be safe.
And she didn't even get that.
No. These people are heartless.
All because one single man told you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know who this woman is, most likely.
Oh, I forgot to mention, when Tex and Vergoski were on the lawn, Linda, who was still at the bottom of the hill, heard everything that was happening up the hill at the estate, and she was like, I guess, starting to feel remorseful and regretful, and obviously she was lookout, so she runs up there, and she tries to tell Susan that someone's coming. basically trying to put an end to the murders.
Yeah.
And I think this was like before. I'm not entirely sure like the sequence of events, like
Yeah, I'm not
exactly
really
how like
sure
when
either.
everything happened. But I think it was just right before like Susan chased Abigail. Just like trying to put an end to everything, but it's like there was no putting a stop to them. They were full speed ahead. They were going at it.
They're not gonna stop now. They're already halfway done.
So at the point where it's just Sharon left, they ended up, hold on, I have it written down. They stabbed Sharon 16 times.
Are they just stabbing everyone in the group?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Tex was the only one that had a gun, and I think he had a gun and a knife, and then the girls had just knives.
So-
Weren't they all like going in it? So I'm just now hearing about
Everybody
all this.
except for Linda was killing.
Yeah. Because Linda was at the bottom of the hill.
Susan killed Abigail.
It was either Susan or Patricia.
So why are they all killing each other when they have people to kill?
What?
No.
Like
No.
what?
So the group is not killing each other. They're killing
They're killing the
the
people who were
famous
in the
people.
house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's okay, bro.
Anyways.
So I'm a little bit slow, guys.
After they killed Tate, I am fairly certain that they did use that rope to like hang her because, and I'm fairly certain that like when in the autopsy that they had, the coroner could not say whether it was like the hanging or the severe blood loss that killed her, which is just horrible
To think about.
No one should die either way.
But it adds to the effect that she was pregnant. That's 2 lives.
That's 2 lives gone.
Taken, yeah. Plus the other 3 people that died.
6 lives taken for no reason. They didn't. I'm fairly certain they didn't even like know these people. I'm fairly certain Manson did not have a connection to them.
I feel like Manson at least had one passing moment with Shannon.
Potentially, I don't think I saw anything about that,
Because
but
I feel like
I
I read
can't
something about
remember.
it. We will definitely.
We'll
look it up.
definitely look into that. But like just for no like so pointless. But after they murdered Tate, I believe it was Susan got a towel, and this is what I was telling you about earlier. Used Tate's blood to write "pig" on the front door.
Yeah, pig on the front door. I remember reading that.
That's what I was telling you about earlier, because they were trying to pin it on someone else. Because there was somehow like some connection. I can't really remember, but like to get Bobby out of jail or like to kind of like absolve Bobby of the murder of the guy he had been living with in the past.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Lino. Can I actually see this? 'Cause
Yes.
I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Is it Lino?
It's Leno, so I would assume
Lino.
so.
So, oh well, right here it says it was the family members that killed them. Okay, don't take my word for it. It could have been Manson himself, or it could have been. I felt like it was Manson. Yeah. So Manson gets there. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know the sequence. So he gets there, and that's when Lino and Rosemary LaBianca, the owners of the house, come home, and they see this, okay? And they're like, what the actual heck? Like, what's going on? I think the family members are still there. Like, the Manson family members, I think they're still there. I don't know. So Manson, he gets there, okay? He grabs Lino and Rosemary and ties them up. Proceeded to, I don't know how many times, proceeded to stab Lino multiple times and then carved war and death to pigs in his abdomen. Like, war.
Oh my
And
God.
all caps, by the way. All caps. Rise was written in blood. I'm pretty sure his blood on the wall. And then Helter Skelter was also written on the fridge door. Yeah.
I just want to know what's the point in all that. Bro.
I mean,
There was they thought that they were moving along the Helter Skelter movement,
yeah.
which I just don't understand.
I think he stabbed Rosemary as well. I didn't really get that much information. I'm pretty sure he also stabbed her. I don't think he carved anything into her skin or used her blood to write anything. I think it was only Lino. But that's what, 8 people
also,
that
just
died
either
today?
way, just like the brutality of, like, even if it was like just one of them that it happened to, just the brutality of it is just insane.
That's why I'm low-key glad he went to jail. Which,
Well, yeah, that's definitely glad that he
which
went
is
to jail.
our next thing that I was going to ask about. So all these murders, all the thefts and the robberies and breaking into people's home, how did he end up getting caught?
Oh, God. I don't think I got to that part.
I don't think I got to that part either.
You guys can look at the paper. We're not going to shame you guys. You guys are okay.
Hold on.
I think it was the last paper. Because it's a lot of information to...
Oh, yes. Okay, so Susan, I do know this part, was taken in for some other crimes.
Yeah.
And implicated the group at, like, the thing. Just yapping, basically.
And that was spilling.
That was a big thing with her. When she was in prison for the murders, she would brag about the murders. Like, she was proud of what she did.
Which is horrible, first of all.
So that's why I'm kind of like, even if they were, like, under his control and they, like, genuinely thought they were doing the right thing, they're just as guilty as he is.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I don't even know. But she was just a big yapper. She talked too much.
Yeah.
She was proud of what she did.
And
Not
then,
good.
So the trial for Manson started in, hold on.
So if she never yapped, would they have been caught?
Most likely,
Probably,
yes.
yeah.
But I think that just added to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved it to the front. But no, several of the members were, like, formally charged with the murders in December of 1969.
Especially Manson.
Especially Manson.
Especially him.
And then, so the trial started in 1970. Extremely publicized. It was a huge thing.
Yeah, that's when people started realizing. Because there's even photos of him online, like, with him getting him in handcuffs, like, all this. To think that this might have been in the newspaper. Crazy. Crazy to think about.
It was on TV. There were, like, clips of him acting crazy in the courtroom.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing. And then, so all of them were found guilty in 1971. But I will say, Linda was given immunity because she testified against everybody.
Yeah. But she was I'm sorry to say this, she might have been the only semi-sane person. Yeah, she did a bunch of drugs, and she still listened to him, and she still kept watch.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure after Manson did the final murder of Lino, she drove them away.
Yeah.
From the murder.
Didn't she try to get away beforehand, or was that a different?
Potentially. I'm not entirely sure.
Because I feel like you told me about it one time that somebody was the getaway driver, and then tried to drive away and got in trouble by the...
I'll need to look into that, because I do remember talking about that, but I'll need to look into that because I can't remember.
Oh, that's fine.
But, sorry, I keep moving. No, and then, so she was given immunity, and then Manson, was sentenced to death, but,
that's probably the most vulnerable he's ever felt, too.
Oh, probably.
Because he lost his entire cult.
His
finally starting to realize he does not, in fact, have that much control.
He realized that he's not invincible.
But not with the law.
Yeah, well, he probably still thought he was gonna have, like, trying to get some kind of control. And honestly, I think that might be one of the reasons why he may have acted so crazy in the courtroom. Or maybe that's just how he was. But it to me, it also does kind of seem as, like, a mechanism of, like, trying to get, like, some kind of control back.
Yeah. Because, like, his authority was taken away, his group was taken away, like, everything that he built up over the last 3-4 years, gone.
Yeah.
The moment he got in that courtroom.
Yep.
And honestly, that's on him. That's on him. He did that to himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any remorse for that man.
He could have gotten some help, gotten a loving family with a wife. Oh.
I feel like he would have been low-key abusive.
Oh, no, he definitely would've.
Okay.
He definitely
yeah,
would've.
no, restart that.
Because he's
That's
still...
stupid of me to say. Bro was not
He
gonna
still
have
had
a
a bunch of
family.
problems. I feel like he should have been kept in a psychiatric ward, or maybe still kept in prison
Yeah.
on, like, insanity or something. Because... What do you mean because the justice system let him out, he did all of this?
Yeah, no, if they just kept bro.
I mean, like, I get why they let him go, because, like, they literally could not keep him because...
Or put him on a watch or something.
Yeah.
They could have, like, I don't know what kind of signs he was, like, showing, like, beforehand, like, when he was just committing the crimes, if they could have committed him, like, for insanity.
Yeah.
But... Because obviously they couldn't keep him in prison because he hadn't committed a crime that would keep him in prison.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then so obviously he was imprisoned. And then so California obviously abolished the death penalty, and he was on death row. So obviously he was taken off of death row because they no longer had the death penalty.
But he did get life.
And then
with no parole.
Yes, with
no parole.
No parole. And then so on November 2017, he died. Oh my God, I can't see. In a hospital in Bakersfield, California, after being hospitalized for cardiac arrest and respiratory failure.
Well, I mean, the amount of drugs bro was on,
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
I'm surprised he lasted because think about it. He got arrested in the 70s and he died in 2017.
Yeah,
that's a dramatic
almost
difference.
40 years.
Yeah, so he was like 70, 60. No, not 60. He was like 70 or 80 in prison.
Yeah,
when he died. Crazy.
Man, we was 9 years old.
Right.
Sorry, my bad. I was just thinking about that. That's like
2017. We were in freaking.
I was in middle school or
like fourth grade.
Elementary.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was in 5th grade in 2019. No, 6th grade. 2017. So I was in 4th grade.
Yeah. I love how we're talking about grades.
Sorry.
But yeah, he.
Anyway,
sorry, it makes me so mad that he was able to get out of the death penalty because they abolished it. So because like he did not deserve to live that long.
He should have been sent somewhere else where the death penalty was still around. Because that makes me absolutely enraged. He didn't even get like jumped in prison or nothing.
I mean, he probably did.
Yeah, you know what? But murder wasn't seen as bad as like child molestation or rape or something like that. It was murder. Almost everybody in prison was sent there for murder or theft like that. So I don't think he was jumped badly. He might have been jumped for like...
He in fact did basically sexually assault.
He probably...
Oh no, all of the women in the group.
Oh yeah.
No, there was a 14-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about that. But it's okay.
It's okay. We're already past
whatever.
Yeah. We already did the murder. So that was the Manson family. I'm so thankful for these lovely ladies right here, Brooke and Riley. We love them. And also thank you to our wonderful cameraman or camera woman. We love
Michaela.
you. We love you. This was our longest episode yet.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to us yap.
Bye, cuties.
We love... Wait, I should not say that. I don't know you guys. Bye, guys.
No, it's just... You're in a podcast. You're like, bye, cuties.
Bye, cuties.
Bro.